Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another recap of All American Homecoming Season 2, Episode 4, We Shall Not Be Moved. Just so you know, it's crazy. So basically, the whole school is in a frenzy because Cam, he's the assistant to Amara Patterson, which is the president of the school. So while she's out, he gets a phone call. And let's just say it just put the whole school on lockdown. So the phone call was about somebody saying that they have a bomb threat to the school, and it just put everybody at a standstill. So wherever the people was at the time, that's where they had to stay until I guess the FBI came in and did their investigation or whatever. So after that, the FBI get there. They want to talk to Cam because he's the one who answered the phone, and they want to know like what's the deal. So as soon as he said in Amara, she wanted to be in the room when the FBI spoke to Cam, and just so happens he was already in the room. The FBI and Cam was in the room in the office together, and Amara just happened to walk by her office, and she goes in. She was like, "I told you I wanted to be here when you talk to him because last time I checked, he's my student." So as soon as he was sitting in the seat, the head person, FBI agent, he was asking like, "So what happened?" So immediately, Cam went from being the victim to being a suspect. And they thought that he had something to do with it, which he didn't. So that was that. Also, while everybody else is, trying to handle the situation at hand, Simone is outside with Lando and a couple of others from the tennis team. And they're all trying to call their loved ones and to see if everything's okay. Simone was supposed to get in contact with the baby Shay's adoptive mother so that they can go over his first days of school, and it got cut short because of the threat. So it cut off all cell service, and the Wi-Fi and stuff was down. So they're basically, like I said, in a frenzy, trying to keep their nerves and stuff calm down. JR and Damon, they're supposed to meet up with both Celine, which is his adoptive mom. Wait, Celine is his birth mom, I believe. And then you have Damon's adoptive mom. They was all supposed to meet up together at the school, but since that got shut down, also his mom got cold feet. She was like, "I thought I could handle this, but I couldn't." So that was that. Basically, Damon put his parents in his place and told them, like, "Listen, I'm all here for the second chances and stuff like that," to his birth mom, Celine. And his father, Jesse, thought that he was talking to him. He was like, "No, this wasn't for you." And he was like, so basically now Jesse has to spend time trying to prove himself and make up for lost time, because basically he thought that he wasn't his, and that basically hindered their relationship, and I guess hindered what could have been. But he's not going to try to work on it. So he offered him the place to meet up so that they can go every week and try to reconcile the differences. And I mean, hopefully it's a start. It's a start. Damon and Thea, she's kind of like, she feel like she's spiraling out of control, but Damon is also there to try to help reassure her. But at first she didn't really like take heed to what he was saying to her. So they was in the room while they was doing homework and stuff like that, because all Damon could think about was at the time meeting up with his parents so they can, try to see where things go from there. And Theo, she was just, I guess, worrying about her school or whatever. So they started, making out or whatever. And I guess when it got to that point, I guess, she couldn't handle it. So she eventually left the room, and he was just like, well, whatever. So yeah, that was that. Simone, is she still trying to get the tennis team to like come together, because it's like ever since with the match they had, everybody's like out to get her, and she don't like that feeling. She rather be the person that keeps the peace instead of causing dramas and stuff like that. Nate and Keisha, they're still on the fence about Nico, because Nate is back dealing with Nico, and Keisha's just like, she's on the fence because after all the stuff that Nate told her about him, she's kind of like trying to play it safe, but she also don't want to hurt his feelings because that's who he like and that's who he loves. So she's like, well, I guess I just have to save face and just play like I like him, but it's not gonna go down that way. So during the whole bomb threat situation, the FBI, they were still investigating. Come to find out that there was, and it's crazy because during this whole thing, Lando and Simone was outside trying to call their family members. Lando told her that there was another bomb threat at the next HBCU University, Lenox Hill. And he was like, and Simone was like, you shouldn't be saying that out loud because, they could probably hear you. So he was like, yeah, you're right. So after that, it transpired. The FBI also told Amara that, they had a bomb threat there at that school. And that, long story short, they found a device at that school. And they found a potential suspect. And come to find out, the suspect was 2 blocks away from their school. So, yeah, that was crazy. So after that came to a halt, they found out there were no devices at the school. The power and stuff got turned back on. Everybody was able to go see their friends and hug them and tell them that they love them, whatever. So, Coach Marcus, I'm not sure. I don't know if he noticed, but Amara, he still has love for Amara, and I guess Amara still has love for him. But he probably don't know that she's dating Zeke, which is the former president. So he's still trying to find ways to get like back into her good graces, even though I feel like how he handled things shouldn't have went down that way. But you live and you learn. So he was going to check on her after a whole ordeal, and she was like, she's fine, she's good. But mind you, he can see her from where her office is. He can look up and see. So she sees him as she's closing the blinds to get ready to leave for the day, and he goes on by his way. After that, Cam comes in and he asks her, like, are you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm fine. But then next, he senses that she's not fine. So he helps her, take her to get a seat. And then she just starts crying. And Cam, instead of leaving, he sits down beside her. And then they both just have a crying moment because nobody wants to get put in that situation. Like, come on now. You're an all-black school, mind you. And then you get targeted and then also blamed for what you think happened, which wasn't even your fault. So it's like, nobody wants to be put in that situation. Like, once it's happened to you, you could truly understand how to feel, what's going through your mind, and stuff like that. So after they had a little crying moment, it goes to Lando going to check on Simone because during this whole time, she couldn't find her phone, so Lando let her use his phone. So he goes to her room, and he was like, listen, I'm here to get my phone and also check up on you. And she was like, yeah, I'm fine, stuff like that. So I guess they had like, you could tell that there's some chemistry going on between them. So basically, long story short, they did the deal. It was spicy. Like, You could tell that chemistry was real. And I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for this all newfound relationship. But then again, I know in the back of her mind, Damon and her, they still got feelings towards each other. Like, they just happen to be in two different headspace right now. And also, Simone was able to come to a nice solid ground with Thea, because she was able to, rally everybody up so they can, get their mind off the threats and stuff like that. They did a little dodgeball activity. It was fun. It was cute. At the end, Simone and Lando was the ones that, held it down for the squad and stuff like that. And Simone ended up beating him. It was fun. It was cute. It was definitely what everybody needed, just to get their mind off of things, because being at college is a lot, but worrying about your families and others during a serious thing like a bomb threat and stuff like that, it's a lot. So for them to actually, get through that, which was amazing. And yeah, this episode was definitely intense. Like, I've never experienced college, but the fact of going through what they went through, I really felt for them. I was basically crying through the whole episode. On God. On God. It's really good. Yeah, I had to check it out. This was definitely one for the books. And it's definitely a relatable situation that people go through regardless of where you are around the world. So, guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this recap. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.